Hello guys and gals, welcome aboard. Today I'm going to run up to Milwaukee. Got to pick up some guys going to the game, I don't know, baseball game, Cubs game or something, I don't know. Pick them up at Zimmerman Field, just northwest I think of Milwaukee. Pick them up and bring them back home. Grant's one of them, Tyler's the other one, and a friend of theirs I think is Zachariah. We're going to see. Davenport traffic to go to 19 Mike taxi from the T's to runway 15 Davenport.
Hey Chad.
What you doing, buddy?
Just warming up the oil to get an oil change in.
All right, I'm going to run up to Zimmerman Field, up to a little bit northwest of Milwaukee, and pick some guys up from the game and bring them back.
Ah, very good. Have a good flight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Got my checks all done. Beautiful day to fly. We're going to run up to runway 15 is what everybody's using. They said it's a little bumpy up there. We're going to go up to 5,500 and hope we can get smoothed out. Should be a fairly uneventful flight. Flight time there I think is about, I got a little bit of a headwind, probably an hour and 5 minutes, something like that.
Davenport traffic, 17 Papa Foxtrot. Clear of all runways, taxiing in the T hangars.
Davenport traffic to go to 19 Mike, crossing runway 0321, taxi 15 Davenport. All right.
Runway 0321.
Air's clear, runway is clear.
0321.
I did my mag check and everything a while ago. This is not my first flight of the day. I might film it on the way back. I'm hoping to. But I'm going to have 4 big guys in here. And it'll be kind of crowded. I don't know if they're going to want these cameras around them or not. We'll see. If they don't mind, I'll set them back up for the flight back in. All right, I did my checklist already. Now I'm going to do my checklist in my mind. There's flaps 1, trim set for neutral. So I got TITHs, T-I-T-H-S, time, instruments, trim set for takeoff, heading bug is set, seatbelts buckled. Davenport traffic to go to 19 Mike, departing runway 15 to the northeast, Davenport. All right. Air is clear. Runway is clear. Don't hear nobody, don't see nobody.
Runway 15. 5,400 feet remaining.
All right, we'll get her lined up on center line here. All right, we'll come in with some power, in with a mixture. Let's go. All right, T's and P's in the green. Airspeed's alive.
Galesburg traffic, 36 Victor, turning left base for runway 03, Galesburg.
Flaps up. Beautiful day to fly, I tell you what. All right, landing lights coming off. And we're going over to Quad Cities. I'll hit direct. We'll go to nav, turn the autopilot on. Quad Cities approach, Dakota 69er 19er Mike.
Dakota 69er 19er Mike, Quad City approach, altimeter 3018, say request.
18 on the meter, just off of Davenport at 2000, climbing 5.5. VFR destination is Zimmerman Field around Milwaukee. That's Mike Whiskey Charlie, like to get flight following.
Dakota 19er Mike, squawk 4316.
4316.
Dakota 19er Mike, radar contact 2 miles northeast of the Davenport Airport, and I show current altitude leaving 2,800, is that correct?
That's affirmed for 19er Mike.
Roger that, altitude checks. Dakota 4142 Quebec, contact Rockford approach 126.0. Have a good day.
I bet you that might be our next one, is 260. We'll put that in there. Just in case we get lucky. All right, we'll turn our anti-collisions off. Everything's going our way. Everything's in the green. Coming up to 4,000 feet, we're going up to 5.5. Burning almost 20 gallons an hour, 19 and a half. Because we're in climb power.
Departure, Taxi 39 Lima,
1,000 feet to go.
5,500.
Skyhawk 8398 Lima, Quad City departure, radar contact, climb to your VFR requested altitude on course.
Climb our altitude and on course, 39 Lima.
It's a little bumpy up here. Not too bad, but a little bit. I didn't feel a bump till we got up to about 4,000 feet. All right, coming up to 5,500. Turn some of them vents off. All right, leveling off, 5,500 feet. Fuel pump's coming off. We'll come back to about 2100, 2150, something like that. All right, that's 63, 64% power. Now I'll go lean a peak. And there we are, lean a peak.
Colony 901, Quad City departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000.
Let's see what that gives us. All right, I'm burning 11.3 gallons an hour, which is normal for this altitude when I'm lean a peak. I'm at 64% power. I got 2140 on the RPM, about 24 and a half manifold pressure.
Good afternoon, Quad City approach 240, Juliet 11, 7.
Laterally trimmed out here.
We plan on a visual into Davenport 15.
Pilatus 240, Juliet Quad City approach, expect visual approach into Davenport Airport. And for your descent, turn 15 degrees left and descend and maintain 5,000.
I think that's about right on the trim.
0 Juliet, altimeter is 3018.
Everything's in the green.
3018, 240.
Colony 901, I'll have on course for you shortly. Traffic is Pilatus jet descending out of 11,000, about 20 miles south.
Okay, outside air temperature here is 58 degrees Fahrenheit.
Once I have you above that, I'll have on course.
And just barely a little bit of maybe a knot or two of headwind here. Quartering headwind, not much at all. We're doing 133 knots over the ground, so 153 miles an hour. Not too shabby. Let's see how much we got left. We got 1 hour. We'll be there.
Colony 901, climb maintain flight level 190.
A little bumpy, a little light chop up here. Very doable. Let me get my
Colony 901, turn right direct Peoria VOR.
Millennium Falcon dice right here. I was going to take Michelle out to Pella today, and the boys took a bus ride up to the Milwaukee there to go to this game. And they called and said, well, we sure would like a plane ride back. Instead of a 4.5-hour bus ride, I can give them a 1 hour or 50 minutes actually coming back. And Michelle said, you know what? I'll go to Pella another day with you. I'd much rather you go pick them boys up. I said, okay, it's up to you. I'm on hook here.
Plot is 0 Juliet, thanks for the help. You can proceed back on course.
I got to turn that dead gum.
Come on, back on course, Davenport.
Air off.
Colony 901, contact Chicago Center 118.75. Have a good day.
If I can reach it. I don't know if I can reach it. I see it now. All right, there we go. Whew. I should have done that before I left, huh? But it's been kind of warm around here. All right, let me get hooked back up. There we go. In a cruise mode. We made a flight the other day out to Prairie du Chien. I made a video for a guy. He wanted to see exactly what kind of mount I had for this iPad Mini 6 on the yoke. He's got a Dakota over in Southern California, I think. And he's got some new avionics going in it. I mean, a real nice airplane. So I told him I'd do a detailed video on it and send it to him. I meant to do it, and I filmed the flight over at Prairie du Chien. But you would know it. I had the main camera there on time lapse. Messed the whole thing up. So I'll include that video that I made for him in this video. So you can kind of get an idea of this MYGOFLIGHT thing I got going on in here. Everybody's seen them, I guess, but you know how it is. You want to see it like in an airplane that you fly before you chunk out that kind of money for something, you know? Or at least, I mean, I would appreciate that. And let's see, I can go ahead and get set up for Milwaukee. There, see, ATIS is 128.3. I got that in there. Ground's 121.7 and their tower is 120.5. So I'll go ahead and get that set up. And then after I listen to ATIS, I'll switch over to tower. I'll plug their ground frequency in my number 2 comm. And let's see what runways they're using over there. Got to note them, a couple of 2 runways are closed. It says winds over there is like 080 at 5.
Citation 62 Whiskey Alpha Quad City approach, altimeter
So
3018,
they're using,
and you can expect visual approach
04 left.
into Muscatine Airport. Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3000.
And I see there's a TFR there at the
Dakota
stadium.
69er Mike, contact Rockford approach 126.0. Have a good day.
26 Meth, 19 Mike. See ya.
See ya. Plot is 0 Juliet.
Number 440.
We'll be aware of that TFR for the game and all.
440.
Huh. Rockford approach, Dakota 6919 Mike, 5,500.
Number 6919 Mike, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3022.
22.
Number 22 Mike, contact Chicago approach 120.55.
A little bumpy coming over that river, but we expect that, right? Coming over the water.
Southwest 3302, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3022.
Oh, I tell you.
After get to, cross Zorro at 9,000.
The other day,
Number 74.
I was considering
approach, Rockford altimeter 3022.
not doing any more YouTube videos. And I'm going to tell y'all why, guys and gals. I spent 28 years of my life fighting bad guys. When I retired, I said, I ain't going to be doing that. I ain't get aggravated no more, right? And y'all know I've said it before. My channel is about flying and having fun. I'm not an instructor. I'm not a mechanic. I don't teach nobody to fly. I don't tell them how to fly. But I do answer questions that people ask me as to why I fly the way I do. And so some people was commenting, you know, about the way I fly with my mixture and all, and I tried to explain it to them, and a couple of guys, you know, they just got downright belligerent, basically, or smart aleck, however you want to say it. Even I was nice to them and explained to them why I do that, and I'm not telling them to do it. Like I told, one guy said, his comment was, and I blocked them. So any negative stuff, I block them immediately. So they can see their comments. I can see it, but can't nobody else see it. So I blocked him because, you know, it wasn't no getting around this guy. He says,
Number 274, Bravo, Bravo. Rockford
your
approach,
mixture's out on your videos that I'm watching on landing. He says, you're creating a potential dangerous situation. So I answered him back, and I said, well, I never create a dangerous situation in the cockpit.
Remember 1 Mike Victor, contact
And
approach
it's better for my engine, because he said he talked to his A&P and his CFI, and they told him I was crazy, and that it don't hurt the engine. Well, I never said it hurt the engine to come in full rich on landing.
744 Romeo,
Right?
Rockford approach, how do you hear?
I said that it's better for my engine, so I'm going to do better.
Bravo, radar contact 20 miles
That's how I
southeast
fly.
of the Rockford Airport, altitude indicates 4,600.
I don't know who he was, you know, but
Number 4 Bravo Bravo, you're landing at Rockford, correct?
contact a CFI, he said. Well, I hate to tell this guy, most every CFI that I know of,
Remember 4 Bravo Bravo, enter
I mean,
a
I
right
got
downwind
probably
runway
10 times the amount of flight time they got. I'm not knocking them. I'm just telling you, if I ain't figured out how to fly my airplane by now, after almost 30 years of flying, I don't know these fact checkers. They don't know who they're talking to. And again, I don't tell people how to fly. I just answer questions on why I do it the way I do. Why? Because we got engine monitors. Things are a lot different now than they were when we started flying. When I started flying, a lot of you guys and gals been flying a long time. You know, when we started flying, there wasn't even such thing as a GPS. I mean, if you had low-ran, you were somebody. And we learned to fly with a sectional chart strapped on your legs that you had pencil marks already on that you did on the ground, so you don't run out of gas. But today, with these engine monitors and the data that they give is analyzed so much by George Brawley and Mike Bush, the two smartest people in aviation engines in the world, best test cell for aircraft engines in the world in Ada, Oklahoma. They have gathered all these thousands of hours of data from these sophisticated engine monitors that we didn't have, right, when the POHs were written in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. That's just like, you remember the days when doctors used to smoke cigarettes? Well, somebody figured out it's bad for you, and all of a sudden they don't do it no more, right? But at first they smoked cigarettes, so things change. We all knew that. So things change with how we fly, but the POHs pretty much well don't change. The engine manuals do. But the POHs don't, because of lawyers. You know how that goes. Anyway, y'all know how that business is operated. So I just go by the data and the evidence. That's why I fly the way I do. I made a video a while back explaining in a little more detail because I had some of those fact checkers aggravating me. I blocked them. And I says, no, I ain't gonna put that on there because y'all know I've said it many times before. My channel is not about debate. I ain't debating nobody. I'm done with all that business. I don't mess with that no more. I just want to live the rest of my days in peace, amen? And so, I mean, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. I don't care if you're white, black, yellow, purple. Ain't none of that matters to me. We all flying and having a good time. We're all aviators, just flying planes around, having a great time.
Remember 7444 Romeo.
That's the way I'm going to keep it. So I never did put that video out because I said, well, you know what? If I put this video out, it'll probably cause more debate, which I didn't want to do. But I'm tempted now. It's a detailed video that I did at my house of exactly why I fly the way I fly and what made me make that decision. I think I'm going to include that video. I might include it at the end of this one. I don't know. I might just wait and listen to you guys tell me what y'all think I ought to do. Because it's probably going to cause some debate. And I don't want to debate, so maybe I shouldn't do that. They got a guy that he flies it. His channel was called Premier One Driver, I think. Greg was his name. He's a retired fighter pilot. And I watched his channel, one of the first channels I started watching on YouTube, actually. And I enjoyed it. He has his own business, he flies his own jet all over the place, has a good time. Very professional videos and stuff. And he was posting a lot of videos. And then I noticed one day, a couple of months went by,
971 November,
he didn't post any.
3022, squawk 4245, 4245.
And I mean, it was like months. So I was excited. He posted a new video, and I could tell when he posted a video, he had a couple of fact checkers that actually called the FAA on the guy.
Number 777 Zulu Lima, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3022.
And said he did something wrong, which he did, because he quoted the FARs. The guy ought to know it, right? He didn't do nothing wrong, but it aggravated him so
Number
much.
7 Zulu Lima, roger.
I think he's just about quit posting videos. He hadn't been out, and I said,
71 November,
that's a shame.
16 miles southeast of the Rockford Airport, altitude indicates
But
2,400.
there's no telling how many guys aggravated him into
And
where
number
he just...
971 November, this is going to be a full stop at Rockford.
And he had a merchandise store and everything. You could buy stuff, and he... You know, there was
Number
one
71
kid,
November, roger, enter
I think he
right,
had Down syndrome,
runway 7.
and loved to fly, loved to watch that Premier One Driver channel. And wants to fly so bad, I think Greg went out and actually bought a home simulator for him. They got a video on it and set it up at his house and everything. Just a great guy. You know, just a great guy flying around. What a shame. I think he just got so aggravated at, you know, the haters. And I'm no, believe me,
For 600
I am no stranger to hate. I mean,
Number
my whole life was
600,
about hate.
maintain 8,000.
But I don't got to do that no more. No, sir. Nope. Good Lord done give me a good career.
Sierra, correction, Mend altitude.
Let me retire.
Disregard, climb maintain 8,000.
Let me fly in this plane. By the way, thank you, dear Lord, for this day. Glory to God and all his creations. Amen. Check this out. Can you believe this? And I don't deserve it. I'm going to be flying.
November, contact Rockford Tower 118.1.
If the good Lord was to take me home right now, I'm ready to go. I'll tell you all that.
Number 7 Zulu Lima, turn right heading
So
090.
anyway, I think he, Greg just kind of quit posting those videos, maybe. I'm speculating on that, but that might be why he quit. And I tell you, I do this because I think it's fun. I like to go back and look at it and let people to watch and stuff, and it kind of creates, in the aviation community with this YouTube stuff, it kind of creates a separate little niche, right? Because it lets me see people, and I feel like I get to know them.
7 Zulu Lima, I have an amendment to your routing advisor and ready to copy.
I mean, like, check out that channel, Par for the Course. It's Par, P-A-R-R, number 4, the Course. That's their last name is Par.
Number 7 Zulu Lima, you're cleared to the Aurora Airport.
They go all over the place, man, and they just got into sailing and all. They got their license to sail and stuff. They fly a Skylane, and they go all over the place. And her kinfolk is from North Louisiana. I'm from South Louisiana, but they go down there quite a bit to visit her folks.
7 Zulu Lima, just change route to reach Simon Direct Aurora.
And they just got a good channel. There ain't no, ain't no hating going on with them. And they just fly to different places.
Contact Madison approach
I love watching them. And there's another guy out in the New York area.
Climb maintain 10,000.
I watch him a lot. He's Russ Can Fly is his channel. It's pretty good. Pretty good channel, and excuse me, he's just really getting going, and just the guy's always excited. Always excited. I like that. I like the guys and gals that get excited about flying. That excites me.
You fly heading a 130, and then when able direct Simon, just let me know when you're direct Simon.
But I hope this feeling goes away, because right now I'm so doggone tempted just to stop, because I just don't want to, people to aggravate you. It's just no sense in it. I feel like if you see somebody doing something that you don't like, I don't know, it depends on who it is, I guess. Everybody always learns. We're always learning as pilots. Even pilots like me that's got thousands of hours and many, many years, we always learn. It ain't no big deal.
4142 Quebec, traffic at 10 o'clock, 3 miles
when a guy with,
5,500
I don't know, 300 hours tries to tell me what I need to do to operate my plane, I must let you know, if you that guy, I'm not going to listen to you.
619er Mike, traffic off your right wing, 3 miles northbound, PA28, 5,000.
19 Mike's looking. I got him on PCAS.
Citation 265 Bravo Foxtrot, level 13,000 with Golf. Number 265 Bravo Foxtrot, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3022.
3022, 5 Bravo Fox.
Let's see if I can't find it.
And November 5 Bravo Foxtrot, advise when you have the weather at Janesville, expect visual approach runway 4.
We have
He's 500 feet below us.
5 Bravo Foxtrot.
PA-28, so he ain't as fast as we
November
are.
7 Zulu Lima, cross 5 miles northwest of Simon at 5,000.
I hope he's not. He's pretty close. Yeah, one out of Mike. I still don't have him in sight, but I'm getting ADSB alert.
For 1 Mike Roger, he's currently at your 4 to 5 o'clock, about 2 miles northbound. He is level 5,000.
Report to Quebec has that traffic inside, will be no factor.
7 Zulu Lima, Roger, thank you. 42 Quebec, copy. 1 Mike, traffic has you in sight, currently about your 4 o'clock, about 1.5 miles.
All right, in sight for 1 out of Mike, thanks. I got him now.
UPS 5196
He must have one of them souped up.
3022, visual approach runway 7, descend and maintain 3000.
He must have him a little tailwind down there, huh? 500 feet, I can't see that. But he's cruising. What's we doing here?
105 Bravo Foxtrot, descend and maintain
139 knots, so 160 mile an hour.
5 Bravo Fox.
Kudos to him. Let's see,
Number 567 Charlie Tango, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3022.
136 is my true airspeed. Always good to put that in the cold window because if you get into some turbulence, you know, it's always good in the planes that, you know, especially that are slicker, not necessarily the Dakota, but, you know, your Moonies and Cirruses and stuff like that. You got to keep an eye on that because you don't want to creep up to turbulence and not be able to get to your maneuvering speed. Always a good thing to do.
UPS 5196 Heavy, turn left heading 340 vector for your descent.
Well, we got 87 nautical miles left.
Number 7 Zulu Lima, contact Chicago approach 133.5.
And let's see, 38 more minutes.
Wisconsin 5996 Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3022, descend and maintain 10,000.
And let's see, I want to be at 1,000 feet AGL. And I want to be there about, let's say, let's do a 3 nautical mile before. That sounds like always a good number.
Wisconsin 5996, contact Quad City approach 125.95.
All right, so I got that in there for my VNAV profile.
Remember 0 Charlie Sierra, contact Quad City approach 125.95.
2595, Swan Charlie.
And we're going to be kind of close to Chicago O'Hare, so I won't activate the VNAV just yet. Because they may give us...
96 heavy, clear visual approach runway 7.
They may give us a little bit of altitude that they want us to go to. And I got about 29 minutes to
Number 5 Bravo
make that
Fox,
decision.
going to maintain 7,000.
7,000, 5 Bravo Fox.
Number 7 Charlie Tango, climb maintain 8,000, clear direct destination.
All right, we're going to switch fuel tanks now. Fuel pump's coming on. We'll go to the right tank. Turn turn the fuel pump back off. Verify that we, ooh, what a bump. We keep
5 Bravo Foxtrot,
pressure.
turn left heading 360.
360, 5 Bravo Fox.
And we're good to go.
EPS 5196 Heavy, contact tower 118.1. Number 5 Bravo Foxtrot, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,000, 5 Bravo Foxtrot.
It's definitely a light chop all the way there. Not too bad. Miss Michelle would not have liked this flight. She is getting a lot better, though. I can tell you, she's like rock star compared to what she was. I guess that's just like anything else, right? You do it enough, kind of get used to it and figure it's not dangerous. You just manage it.
Number 5 Bravo Foxtrot, turn right heading 020.
020, 5 Bravo Fox.
I think we'll come back. We'll try coming back at 4,500. Let's see here. I got 42 gallons of fuel left on board, so that gives me about, at this power setting, about 3 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah, I probably won't get no fuel. That'll be good, because I did my weight and balance and everything for the flight there and the flight back with the guys in there. We don't have any luggage.
5 Bravo Foxtrot, turn right heading 050.
I got about 15 pounds of stuff in the back.
050 down to 4,000.
So I'm at about 195. Grant's at about 198. I think Tyler's about 215. And the other guy, Zachariah, they told me because I called him. And he said his weight's about 170. So I could put, this thing holds 77 gallons, 72 usable. So with them in the plane, I could put to the tabs, and that gives me 50 gallons, and I'd be within my limits, you know, in the envelope. But since it's only an hour flight, that'll give me about, I'll have about 2 hours and 20 minutes of fuel on board. So on my way back with those guys, I'll be landing with an hour and 20 minutes of fuel. That's plenty for me. I always land with an hour, even though we don't have to have that much during the daytime flying, VFR. But my personal minimum is 1 hour. So I think we should be good. I think there might be a ramp fee here. Depending on how much the ramp fee is, it just seems stupid if you can buy a little bit of fuel, right, in lieu of the ramp fee, because the money you pay for the ramp fee, you ain't getting nothing out of it. I just soon buy some fuel. So if they charge me a ramp fee, I'll probably put a little bit of fuel in. Maybe tell them 4 gallons each side or something like that. I've never been here before. It's really close to Lake Michigan. We'll be able to see Lake Michigan, I'm pretty sure. See if I can hear. I don't think I can, but barely with the squelch out. We'll get a little closer and I'll pick up the AWOS.
Number 5 Bravo Foxtrot, would you prefer direct Janesville or direct Wee for the visual approach?
Direct Janesville, 5 Bravo Foxtrot, we have the airport in sight.
Station 5 Bravo Foxtrot.
And when we're moving around like this constantly,
Clear for the visual runway 4 in Janesville, 5 Bravo Foxtrot.
sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. But a good idea, if you got I don't know how the other engine monitors are, the JPI 830, the 900, the 930, if you can, normalize like here, puts everything on a straight. So if you're bouncing, I think a lot of times I'm not quite bouncing enough for me to do it. But if you put it in normalize, it kind of evens everything out. And if something changes really quick, you can really see it quick. It's just a little tip for you guys that have just got these engine monitors. It's Rockford over there, off the right wing. You can't see it, but I hear they got a good avionics shop over there. My guys down in Louisiana have sold out to somebody else, so I'm going to be switching to that one over there. Heard good things about it, which is better for me, you know, because it cost me $1,000 just to go all the way down there.
Victor, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3022, say destination.
And that's like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, how long we've been flying here. 36 minutes from the house, so that's real quick for me.
November 5, Bravo Foxtrot, radar service is terminated. Contact Janesville Tower 118.8.
Over to Tower 18.8, 5 Bravo Fox.
All right, 66 nautical miles till we get there. 29 more minutes. Janesville is in front of us. I see it. So I'm kind of on the edge of their airspace. Going to clip it a little bit, but their airspace is from the ground up to 3,300, so we're not technically in it. So I don't have to talk to them. What a beautiful day. Glory to God, all his creations. A little bumpy up here, but you know how it is on those cool bluebird days. Got to have some bumps somewhere. Let's see where my top of descent's going to be, because there's another class Delta airport that I will have to talk to. No, I'm good to go on that. Okay. All right, so I'll go ahead and activate vertical nav. Let's see, I think it's about 1,700 is the pattern altitude over there. Let's check that out. Yeah, about 1,800 feet.
Sierra 7 Charlie Tango, contact Chicago Center 123.75, good day.
Yeah, we'll most definitely be able to see the lake, I'm pretty sure. Old Janesville. That's a good place to have breakfast, I'll tell you what. Bessie's Diner.
4142 Quebec, contact Madison approach 135.45, good day.
Over to Madison, 42 Quebec, have a good day.
About 17 more minutes to top of descent. I'm going to change my vertical speed on my VNAV to 500 feet per minute instead of a 3-degree glide path. That'll make it come down a little slower there in this turbulence. And that knocked us down to 13 minutes, 30 seconds or so to top of descent. I need to get in the habit of that because my wife likes it better when we come down 500 feet a minute instead of a 3-degree glide path, because that usually gives me a 3-degree glide path will give me about 700 to 800 feet per minute, which I'm fine with. But with the turbulence today, and I'm getting closer to Lake Michigan, that turbulence might get worse. So I don't want to have to adjust that in my descent. I want to tell all the guys and gals that watch my videos, I sure do appreciate you watching them. I surely do. I thank y'all for your nice comments. Most everybody just comments so nice to me, and very appreciative of the time I put in to edit these videos and stuff, and I appreciate that. I just want y'all to know that. Michelle texted me. Good flight? Question mark. Well, I ain't gonna lie to her. So I told her bumpy. She's thinking now, oh, I'm glad I didn't go, but could have went a little higher probably. Got out of the bumps, or maybe a little lower.
UPS 2992 Heavy, right for departure, radar contact.
Well, let's see if I can pick up the AWOS.
Approaches in use, landing and departing runway 4 left. Notice to airmen, all check runways are closed. There's a temporary flight restriction in progress over American Family Field from the surface to 3,000 feet AGL within 3 nautical miles. Use caution for birds on and in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact, use information Quebec. Zimmerman Airport Station, Quebec 1847 Zulu weather, wind 0608, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 18, dew point -2, altimeter 3025. Visual approaches in use, landing and departing runway 4 left. Notice to airmen, all trip runways are closed. There's a temporary flight restriction in progress over American Family Field from the surface to 3,000 feet AGL within 3 nautical miles. Use caution for birds on and in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact, give information Quebec.
All right. That shouldn't change at all before we get there. So now I got the tower in. Let me look again and see what their ground frequency was, and I'll load that up.
GPS 2992 Heavy, contact Chicago Center 134.82. Good day.
Right, tower's 125, that's what I got, and ground is 21.7. All right, good to go on that. Runway 4 left is what they're saying. That's what I see here. So the way I'm coming in, that's great, because that'll be kind of like a straight in for 4 left. Perfect. Been in the air for 49 minutes now. Got 19 minutes left. I'll tell you what, them boys have sure put up with them bumps on the way back compared to that 4.5 to 5 hour bus ride back, right? I guarantee you. I just love doing that. I love picking up people and bringing them flying and stuff. It's just satisfaction. It's just, and I get to fly, and it's just enjoyable all the way around. I really do love it. Especially going to places I've never been before. Me and Michelle went up here to Lake Geneva, which is pretty close to Milwaukee, but I've never been this close to Lake Michigan. This is the closest I've been to it, and I've never been to this airport. Zimmerman Field is the name of it. Good reviews. Let's see what the name of that FBO was. I think it was Silver something or another. Spring City. Okay, so we need to tell them we're going to Spring City. And I'll look on the taxiway here.
November 6919er Mike, contact Milwaukee approach 125.35. Good day.
2535, 19er Mike, see ya. 2535. So coming in on 4 left, that's pretty good. We'll be right down the, we can get off on Bravo or all the way to the end, go right in. Good.
November 2 Alpha Victor, say aircraft type.
2 Alpha Victor's a BE-36 Bonanza.
Roger.
Milwaukee approach, Dakota 69 19 Mike, 5,500.
November 691 9er Mike, Milwaukee approach, control altimeter 3025.
25. All right, we got 6.5 minutes to top of descent.
November 88 Lima, contact Rockford approach 121.0.
121.0, thanks so much for help. Have a good day.
Good day.
And usually I would kind of sidestep to the right a
November
little bit.
2 Alpha Victor, contact Madison approach 120.1.
Put me more because I don't see any traffic around there. Doesn't mean there's not going to be, but puts me in a pretty good line straight for 4 left. But since that TFR is over to the right, I won't be real close to it. It's actually, the TFR is actually inside the Delta airspace because of this game, but I don't want to make nobody nervous.
5-5 Alpha, how will this approach terminate?
I got Lake Michigan in sight. I got Milwaukee in sight. See the high rise is way out there. That's downtown Milwaukee. And so, yep, all that blue past them there, that is Lake Michigan. I can see, I wish I had a camera off the right wing. I'm looking out to the right, and I can see the high rises of Chicago from right here. Plain as day. It's a good clear day. Visibility is better than 8, so maybe even 10. I can see the high rises over at, just barely make them out at Chicago. And that's what they're calling for, I should have said, was 8 miles to 10 miles visibility. Evidently, it's a little better than that because I can see it. Chicago from here.
November 7 Mike Alpha, will you be full stop at Timmerman?
Full stop at Timmerman, 7 Mike Alpha.
Roger.
And Milwaukee approach Dakota 6919 Mike. I'll be starting my VFR descent in 1.5 minutes.
November 6919 Mike, roger.
That's just to let him know because he's got somebody, 2 more guys. One of them shooting me approach into 4 left, full stop. So we're just going to let him know. There we go. And what I'll do when we get a little closer, unless they give us a bunch of vectors or deviating or whatever, I'll just slap in the...
November 19er Mike, turn right heading 080 vector for inbound traffic.
Right to 080 for 19 Mike. That's what I thought. I'll just activate the approach to 4 left when we get a little closer.
Gulfstream 989 Juliet Charlie, turn right direct Cutmo, contact Milwaukee approach 135.87.
Look at that. Heading straight to Milwaukee, the city of Milwaukee there. I'll go ahead and cancel out VNAV and go down to 3,500. A vertical speed of 500 feet a minute. We'll go ahead and start that. We'll do step downs instead of relying on vertical nav.
November 7 Mike Alpha, 4 miles from I Valley, cross I Valley, at or below 3,000, cleared RNAV, runway 4 left approach, maintain VFR.
Yeah, Milwaukee approach 127 Mike Alpha, cross I Valley at or below 3,000, maintain VFR, 137 Mike Alpha.
November 6919 Mike, maintain VFR at or above 4,000 now for traffic.
At or above 4,000 for 19 Mike. All right, we'll reset it for 4,000. 1,000 feet to go. I'll go ahead and start coming off the manifold pressure to slow her down a little bit because I'm getting close to the lake, and I'm doing about 150 true airspeed right now. So I'll come back to about 20 inches. Verify in my scoreboard here that we are descending to 4,000 because we don't want to go any lower than that. But that's what he said. So always when you change something on that 500 autopilot, always, guys and gals, go back to that scoreboard and make sure that it's in there and it's doing what you expect it to do. And of course, monitor it.
November 55 Alpha, traffic 8 miles southwest of your position.
Right, we're going to switch fuel tanks again.
4,400, maintaining at or above 4,000, inbound to Timmerman.
55 Alpha's looking.
And November 19er Mike, traffic 12 o'clock, 6 miles. Doing the course reversal for the RNAV into Timmerman, they're at 3,600.
Well, none of them might be looking.
Approach American 899, passing 1800, 5000, and getting ready to turn left to 330.
American 899, Milwaukee departure, radar contact, climb maintain 13,000, 13,000, turn left direct grease.
13,000 direct grease, American 899.
All right, I'm going to turn my anti-collision.
Approach Cessna 137 Mike Alpha has the airport site at Timmerman.
Cessna 137 Mike Alpha, contact Timmerman Tower, good day.
Timmerman Tower, 137 Mike Alpha.
November 6919 Mike, that traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles southwestbound, 3,700 now. It's a Cessna 170.
Yeah, I got him on T-pads, but no visual for 1 on the Mike.
November 55 Alpha, maintain VFR at or below 3,500 now. Traffic 1 o'clock, 1 mile inbound to Timmerman is a Cherokee 4,000.
At or below 3,400, 55 Alpha.
Milwaukee approach, trauma 2 to the IGEN.
Oh, he's right here, but I sure don't see him. Huh. That's why we talk to air traffic control. We get the help like that.
Trauma 2, Milwaukee departure, radar contact 6 miles north of the Milwaukee Airport, say destination.
Milwaukee approach, trauma 2 is westbound for Waukesha Airport.
Trauma 2, roger, and say altitude.
We're passing 1,100 for 1,500.
Trauma 2, roger, and proceed on course Waukesha Airport.
Trauma 2.
Milwaukee approach, Cessna 61297, 4,000, descending 3,500 with you.
Number 61297, Milwaukee approach, Mitchell altimeter 3025.
3025, 297.
Which Bonanza, November 173, Quebec, 4,000.
Alright, I got that Class Delta Airport in
November
sight.
3 Quebec, calling Milwaukee, say again.
And I'm looking for
November
Timmerman.
173, Quebec,
I got it in sight.
Number 173 Quebec, Milwaukee approach, Mitchell altimeter 3025.
3025, and just a continuous light chop here at 4,000. Did you have any rad reports up or down?
Number 173 Quebec for Roger, did you want a different altitude?
I was just wondering if you had any ride reports by any chance.
I do not.
Okay, we'll ride it out here for a little longer then.
American 899, contact Chicago Center 123.82.
2382, American 899 with you.
Trauma 2, are you medevac status?
That's a negative for Trauma 2.
Roger.
Timmerman field in sight for 1 on a Mike.
And November 19 Mike, you can proceed inbound to Timmerman Airport and VFR altitude, your discretion.
1 on a Mike, we'll go. All right, let's go down to
55 Alpha's procedure turn inbound.
500.
November 55 Alpha, roger, report I Valley inbound.
Report Valley inbound, 55 Alpha.
And Trauma 2, traffic 12 o'clock in 4 miles inbound to Timmerman. Say Cessna 172 at 1,900 descending.
Trauma 2 searching.
Trauma 2, additional traffic 10 o'clock, 8 miles inbound to Timmerman, northeastbound, 3,700 descending Cherokee.
Trauma 2 has the first traffic, searching on the second.
November 55 Alpha, what's the next approach going to be after this?
55 Alpha, be the VOR 13 at west end.
November 55 Alpha, roger.
Okay. Runway 4 left and go
November
back.
19er Mike, traffic 1 o'clock, 5 miles westbound, helicopter 1,500.
19 Mike's looking.
November 68 Papa, contact Milwaukee, approach 127.0.
Milwaukee 1270, 68 Papa, thanks so long. Milwaukee approach, Trauma 2, we'd like to switch Waukesha Tower this time.
Trauma 2, you want a frequency change?
Yes, sir, we're clear of your airspace, like to switch to Waukesha.
Trauma 2, radar service terminated. You can stay on that squawk, change to advisory frequency is approved.
Trauma 2, thanks for the help.
Air Shuttle 6047 Milwaukee, approach Mitchell altimeter 3024 after Mauser, descend and maintain 7,000, expect vectors for the visual approach runway 1 left, final approach course at Milwaukee. Air Shuttle 6047 affirmative after Mauser, descend and maintain 7,000.
I got the helicopter in sight for 19 Mike.
Contact Timmerman Tower.
19 Mike has that traffic, the helicopter off my right wing.
Number 19 Mike, thank you, and contact Timmerman Tower.
Over the tower, 19 Mike, see you. All right. Timmerman Tower, Dakota 69 or 19 Mike's at 2,005 miles out from 4 left, inbound with Quebec.
Dakota 69 or 19 Mike, Timmerman Tower, good afternoon, runway 4 left, clear to land.
Good afternoon, clear to land 4 left for 19 Mike. All right, landing lights coming on.
You can turn left on Bravo, taxi to parking via Bravo and Bravo 1, or if you prefer, Bravo Charlie. Have a good day.
Bravo to Bravo 1.
Gas is on the proper tank, undercarriage is on, down and bolted, my fuel pump's on, mixture is set, prop is going full. Seatbelts buckled, cleared to land, runway 4 left in sight.
Timmerman Tower, 73761.
All right, we're at 100 knots.
Information Quebec. Inbound for, we'd like a couple laps in the pattern, and then we'll stay there.
Cessna 73761, Timmerman Tower, enter left downwind.
What a beautiful sight.
Left downwind, 4 laps, 73761, thanks.
All right, let's concentrate here. Everything's looking good. We'll do one more check. Landing light is on. We're cleared to land. We're on 4 left. Gas is on the proper tank. Fuel pump is on. Undercarriage is down and bolted. Mixture set. Prop is full. Seatbelts buckled. Flap speed. Flaps 1. Flaps 2. And a little bit of crosswind. All right, autopilot disconnect.
Timmerman Towers, 909 or 55 Alpha, so I have 4 left approach.
80 knots.
Cessna 9955 Alpha, Timmerman Tower, report a 3-mile final for runway 4 left, and make sure you have Quebec, that's current.
Report 3-mile final, and we have Quebec, 55 Alpha.
Thank you.
75 knots. All right, runway's made, full flaps. Looking good. A little bit more up trim. Perfect. 19 Mike's going to the FBO.
Dakota 19 Mike, roger, turn left at the end, taxi to the FBO via Delta, just stay with me, have a good day.
All right, left at the end on Delta with you for 19 Mike. All right, landing light is off, fuel pump is off. We'll get that trim set back for takeoff.
Timmerman Tower 331 Romeo, holding short 4 left.
Cessna 3310 Romeo, Timmerman Tower, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff. You can proceed on course to the north. Traffic 5 north-northwest is a Cessna inbound.
Clear for takeoff on 4 left, and we'll go to the north. Look for that traffic. 1 Romeo.
Cessna 761, traffic's a Cessna departing runway 4 left, northbound.
Looking for traffic, 761.
All right, guys and gals. Hey, we're here. Thank you for flying along with me. I sure do appreciate y'all. We'll find us a little parking spot here, and we're going to wait for those guys to get here. I'm a little early, which is okay. I might run in and get me a little something to eat. I appreciate y'all watching. See ya.
Traffic inside 73761.
Cessna 761, roger. You'll be number 2 following a Cessna, just coming up on a 4-mile final. Advised traffic in sight.
All right, we'll be number 2 behind that Cessna, and we're looking for on 73761.
Timmerman Towers, Cessna 55 Alpha, 3-mile final.
Cessna 55 Alpha, thank you. Runway 4 left, clear to land.
55 Alpha, we'll be doing the missed approach.
All right, I'm back at the airport making a little video. The guy wanted to know what kind of mount I used for an iPad mini on my yoke. He's got a Dakota. Let's see here. He's got a Dakota, very nice Dakota. He got some new Avionics in it. Ugh. And got him some good stuff going in there. and he wanted to know what I was using. So I filmed it the other day, a couple days, 3 days ago. Me and Michelle went out to Prairie du Chien for a steak dinner, and doggone, I had the wrong button pushed on one of the GoPros. It was on time lapse, so kind of screwed that up. So I used the MYGOFLIGHT. Let me open this tripod up a little bit here. Sorry for the jerking around. I used the MYGOFLIGHT on the Dakota, and he was wanting to know how good it was because he's trying to figure out a way to mount it on his yoke, the iPad mini, and to not block any of his instruments and stuff down there, which it doesn't really affect me, because when I had the panel redone, they moved everything where I don't have that issue. So there's no oops, there's, what was that? Oh, that was just a mount. There was I don't have all the skinny instruments and gauges down here anymore. All that was moved along with my rocker switches. So the only thing it would hide from me is the Smart Glide switch and the toga button. And you can actually keep it from doing that. So this is what I use. This is the second one. I had the iPad 5 mini on the yoke in my Archer 3, and I had it on a MYGOFLIGHT mount, but I just stuck this in the panel, the iPad mini 5, for my wife. She can see where we're at, where we're going, how long it's going to be, and whatever, and for her to watch movies. So they just stuck that in there with the Air Gizmos mount, which is the same mount that the 660 portable, which is where I get my XM weather and XM music from. That works out pretty good, just that quick. So the MYGOFLIGHT, it's an infinitely adjustable mount, as you probably all know, but like I said, this is for him. He wanted to see it, so I'm going to tilt this down and try to get as good a shot at it as I can. And so with the case, I leave the iPad mini 6 in the case. It's got that little hole in the back. You can put you can get the case that's got the fan in it that'll keep it from overheating and everything. There's the vent down at the bottom. I just leave it in there. The case, I always take it out of the airplane when I go, and so it just clicks on the centerpiece right here. Very easy to do. When you get in, you just stick it over and pop, it's done. And you can turn it however you want, right? So you can position the iPad wherever you want, and to release it, you just reach back there, push it, and it's gone. Just that simple. You push these two buttons in right here, and the iPad comes right off. The adjustability is the infinite adjustability is just that one big knob right there, right? So you can move it anywhere you want, in any position. And I move it quite often in the plane when I'm going. It's no big deal to move it. It's just that easy. And so when I put it on there, if it's blocking anything, however you want to do it, landscape or portrait, if it's blocking anything that you want to see, you could pretty much well get it wherever you want when you're in cruise or whatever. You can make it all the way down. You can go in between, you can go to the bottom, right? So you can see right over the top of that. I don't have any problem seeing. That's where my head is right there. I can see all my rocker switches, all the gauges. Even if I turn it like that, I can still see it. Everybody's different, right? Because you're different heights, different distances away from the yoke with your seat and all. But you can literally put this thing anywhere you want it. And so it works out great for me. So I just leave it like that with the knob pointing down, and I get her about where I want her and just tighten her up. Just a few and it's done. And there she is. And I like how it turns because I got a couple of cords over here to plug in, so if I need power I just plug it in, and since the cord's hanging down at the bottom when you plug it in, that's right, then you just turn it however you want. If you don't want the cord sticking out in your way, just turn it that way with the cords this way or vice versa. It doesn't matter, it doesn't bother me. This is kind of in the way for the yoke, but when you're in cruise it doesn't really matter, so I can just turn it over like that. It goes right up underneath it, no problem. But that's the one I use, and I really like it. It's kind of expensive, but aviation. And then when I get ready to update my 660, of course it just pops out just like the iPad Mini 5 does. I just pop it right out. It's connected with power in the cradle and everything. I don't have to mess with nothing. Everything's Bluetooth. Everything goes to the audio panel, so I can hear that iPad, this iPad, all the alerts from the 650XI, all the music and alerts from the 660 portable, and my G5s are hardwired to it. So he's from California, got a knockout Dakota. I'm going to include this into the next video I do for him, like I told him I would. Thanks for joining me. See ya.